They say the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors have no choice. Let's see what they talking about.
Thing any of these guys.
But y'all know, man. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all good?
A great camp, and Moses having a great camp. He's playing great, so all he can do is keep doing what he's doing.
Well, Steve Kerr, I'm here to tell you Moses Moody won't be taking no for an answer this season. After an up and down year last season for Moses, with him even recording DNPs over a stretch of games,
that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, bro. I'm not gonna keep pausing the video, but look at this, y'all. Look at this. Why is he getting all these DNPs, bro? ATL, trash. Memphis, they was mid. Milwaukee, bro, these games he should have played, bro. Utah, mid. Phoenix, pretty mid. They got swept. Like, bro, why is he not playing in these games? I don't get it.
Games, Moody has entered preseason with a point to prove. And so far, the Warriors are 3-0. And Moses Moody has looked terrific in all 3 of those games. Most recently in the game against Sacramento, finishing with a game-high 23 points. And I'm not sure if Moses Moody will be a starter for the Warriors this season. Steve Kerr doesn't even know that yet. And I don't blame him because the Warriors have so many options. But what I can say is, there is no world in which Moses Moody should average 17 minutes a game next season. There is also absolutely no world in which he should be receiving DNPs. Because with his combination of size, length, and shooting, this is exactly what NBA teams are looking for all the time. And the Warriors have him. And he is ready to contribute. I didn't play as much as I wanted to last year. So obviously I wasn't in a place to where I needed to be, not even necessarily looking for the gratification this early on. You see how it goes, but I did the work. And I can see the work he put in, because obviously the 23 points is nice, but throughout the first 2 preseason games, and most of last year, Moody has been a spot-up shooter, and someone that has been able to get buckets in transition or cutting to the rim. That is always going to be valuable. But if he wants to be a starter, showcasing even more of his skill set is what will make him very hard to bench. Because when you compare him to the other guys he's competing with, we all know Pods is the best playmaker, Buddy is the best shooter, and Melton provides a bit of everything. Moody, on the other hand, has always been a guy that has pretty much solely contributed offensively off being a good spot-up shooter and cutter. Which, like
I don't think Melton is better than Moses, bro. I can't get with it. I just can't do it, bro. I don't see that shit. Like, how is Melton better? In what way?
Said is important, but it's even better when he starts doing things like this, where he gives the ball up to Loon, gets it back, and then with the help of a great screen from Loon, he gets to that mid-range spot.
You gotta turn it up. You gotta turn it up a little bit more.
He brings the ball up the floor,
gives it up to
Trace, gets it back, and then immediately he attacks downhill. No hesitation, no second guessing himself. He saw the space and attacked it.
Little rock shit.
Preseason, and those are just a couple of examples. But he has the tools to do this consistently.
Oh shit!
He averaged 7.
Oh, I ain't see that. Damn.
He has the tools to do this consistently.
Oh shit!
Let's not forget, he averaged 17 points per game in college as an 18-year-old. He also averaged 24 points per game in 5 G League games as a 19-year-old. You can't put up those kind of numbers if you're only taking spot-up threes and getting the occasional bucket in transition. Moody has just done what has been asked of him so far for the Warriors, and that's been very helpful. But this season, if he can take that jump and show off an elevated offensive game,
bro, he tough, bro. He got the bag
to claim that starting position. And the reason he could be a perfect fit alongside Steph Curry is because in addition to his improved offense, he gives the Warriors something that the likes of Pods, Buddy, and Melton don't: versatility on defense.
Exactly.
Pods and Melton are guys that will hustle on the defensive end, and Melton is very good at getting in the passing lanes and causing problems. But he's only 6'3", as opposed to Moses, who is 6'5", 6'6", with a 7-foot wingspan, which we saw him utilize in this clip from practice, where he blocked Steph Curry, of all people. And we've seen him use it in real games as well, not just practice. Just look at some of the defense he played last season against Damian Lillard. Dame brings the ball up the floor. Moody pressures him the entire way before using that incredible wingspan to poke the ball away and go down the other end for the bucket. Those are the kind of tone-setting plays.
Give me that shit, Dane. You don't want that ball, nigga. Let me get that.
This play against Jalen Brunson, where Brunson jabs once, jabs twice, tries to bully his way through Moody unsuccessfully, but it's all unsuccessful
shit,
before
man.
being forced into
Jalen Brunson just be trying to push through niggas.
Brunson drove into the paint, he kicked it out to Burks, who tried to take Moses off the dribble before stopping, pump faking, and even after creating separation, the wingspan of Moody is able to recover and block the shot. And this is why Moody's defensive potential is so high, because he has the ability to move his feet side to side like a guard, but his wingspan gives him the traits you associate with the best wing defenders in the NBA. It's very similar to someone like Mikal Bridges in that sense. And Mikal Bridges is also a guy that was seen as mainly a spot-up shooter and cutter early in his career, only for everyone to discover that he can do much more when given the opportunity. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Mikal Bridges, but if he can even be close to as good, well, the Knicks didn't give up 6 first-round picks for no reason. And what I always feel the need to mention when discussing some of the young players on the Warriors roster is the age. I know that sounds obvious, but
young as hell.
Moses
like
and
22.
Kuminga play with so many different teammates already and on so many different iterations, it feels like they've been in the league for 5 to 6 years. But the reality is, it's only year 4, and for Moses, he only just turned 22 a few months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
For reference, he's younger than Chet Holmgren. He's younger than Dalton Connect. He's only 6 months older than Brandon Miller. I'm just saying this to show that Moses Moody is still very, very early in his career, and already at 22,
NBA champion.
He is a reliable defender, a reliable spot-up shooter, and a very, very level-headed individual. This goes beyond just his play on the court. If there's one standout trait Moses Moody has, he's wise beyond his years. Just take this quote, for example, from last season when asked about the DNP.
It's a good video, bro. Who made this video, bro? This is a goddamn good video. I ain't gonna lie.
Real life. Different things happen. You gotta be able to keep your head, control your emotions. All my friends are in that space where they're leaving college, trying to figure out life. Everyone's going through different adversities. Who am I to think I should have an easy road to whatever I want? So when you already tick this many boxes, plus now we are seeing him have more confidence attacking the rim and going downhill, maybe even mixing in some mid-range shots as well, these are the kind of glue guys that are difference makers for elite teams. Sure, he might not have the potential of someone like JK, given how freakishly athletic he is and the confidence that Kuminga has in himself to be a superstar, but Moody is someone that you just know you can trust. This is without mentioning another aspect of his game that shouldn't be overlooked, and that's his...
I ain't gonna lie, Moses nice, but he can't guard me. I'm gonna just say that. I beat him. I beat that nigga 1v1.
Brings the ball up the floor. He gets the Dre pick and pulls it. With Kawhi Leonard and James Harden there for the rebounds, a lot of players wouldn't even bother to try and win the board. But Moses tries, and he tips it in the air, which causes Harden to fumble it before then collecting the O-board on the ground and kicking it to Klay. And I apologize, but the clip cuts out there. But regardless of if Klay made the shot or not, which you'll never know, Moses is the kind of guy who will dive for loose balls. He will crash the offensive glass.
Bro, he play with effort every play, bro. Every play, bro. He's not gonna give up. He gonna play hard. He gonna play defense. He gonna make shots. Play this nigga, bro. Get this nigga some minutes, dog. Like, what's
17 minutes of action.
Damn.
For reference, that is better per 36 than Josh Hart, and quite comfortably. So like I said at the beginning of this video, Steve Kerr,
right hand leg every time. That shit, man, come on now.
He's simply too valuable at too many different things. Now, if you want to hear more about this new look Warriors team, click here. If you want to see more content
video
like this
though,
going
bro.
forward,
Steve Kerr. Play this nigga, bro. Get him in the game. He gonna help you win.